like
Identity is.
Identity is.
Identity means.
Identity. Your own identity.
Identity is.
It's like this creation that humans have made in our head, so we can all feel like individuals. But really, we're just another part of the animal kingdom. We don't, name earthworms and bugs and tigers. So I don't know. It's kind of funny.
Identity is a individualized self-image.
It all has to do with like who you are as a person, not necessarily the things that control you about your life.
identity is like your personal brand. So, for example, if you pass McDonald's, when you see the arches, you think hamburgers, fries, and shakes. Or when you see a grocery store sign, you think home-cooked meals and time with your family. So identity is basically anything that comes to someone's mind when they see your face. And that's what I think identity is.
What does that really mean to have your own identity?
It's important that you have an idea of what your identity is and that you have something to identify with because that gives you something to have as a person.
Identity is anything from your dress, the way you talk, slang, the community you come from. You can create your identity too. You can change it. There's always some way you can change your identity.
I want to be somebody that's a little different. I don't want to be just part of the crowd, but at the same time, I don't want to be so different.
People shouldn't have to be identified with a certain race or by their culture or where they grew up.
Identity is how you see yourself. Because what you see in you is a lot more important than what other people see personally.
I feel like it means something different to everybody. I feel like people are always like, well, I have my own identity, but like really, like, what does that mean? Does that mean like you have your own style, your own personality? Like, identity can mean so many different things that it really all depends on how you look at it.
Have your own identity and to strive to be unique in that and not change for other people. I think identity is very important to people, especially people my age. I do a lot of things to separate myself and make myself seem like an individual. To me, I think your identity is what makes you who you are. And
people shouldn't have to be identified with a certain race or by their culture or where they grew up.
I'm not really sure what identity means.
I don't know. It's kind of funny. I don't know if it's actually real.
Identity is basically anything that comes to someone's mind when they see your face.
Identity is what makes you an individual.
I think that's what my identity is.
Identity is something we are all trying to find.